We continue our reading of God's Dream for You, The Chosen, a morning devotional by author Dwight K. Nelson. Today's reading, October 17, Star Rising over Islam, Part 1. After these things, I saw another angel coming down from heaven, having great authority, and the earth was illuminated with his glory. Romans 18:1. When the Islamic nation of Malaysia sent its first astronaut into space in 2007, a major quandary was how a faithful Muslim on the International Space Station was to pray 5 times a day when each day in space is only 90 minutes long. And so engineers designed a unique computer program, Muslims in Space, where through spherical trigonometry, space-bound Muslims can calculate both when to pray and what direction in space to face in order to pray toward Mecca. The program links all of this with standard Greenwich time, so astronauts can pray at both the correct time on Earth and the correct time they perceive on the space station. Just a lot of silly busy work. One could wish we were as carefully focused on praying to God. Today's text declares that just before Jesus returns, the entire planet will be bathed in a mighty global revival of divine glory. Will that include the 1.4 billion Muslims on earth today? Why would we think otherwise? Consider these statistics regarding contemporary Islam. Like Judaism and Christianity, Islam is classified as an Abrahamic monotheistic religion. Its nearly 1.5 billion adherents make Islam the second largest religion in the world. It is the second largest religion in the UK and Europe, and it soon will become so in the U.S. as well. The majority of Muslims are not Arabs. Only 20% of Muslims originate from Middle East countries. In fact, the largest Muslim nation on earth is Indonesia. Muslims today are a majority in 45 African and Asian countries, and a United Nations demographic report forecasts that Muslims will represent at least half of the global birth rate after the year 2055. And who was Muhammad? He was born into a polytheistic Quraysh tribe in Mecca around AD 570. Soon orphaned and raised by an uncle, at age 25, Muhammad married a wealthy widow. 15 years later, in a cave, he received a vision from the angel Gabriel, visions that continued for 12 years. In obedience to the angel, Muhammad began to teach that there was only one true God, Allah. His message of monotheism met strong resistance, but in 630, he and his forces retook Mecca, making it the center for Islamic worship that it is today. 20 years after his death, his visions were transcribed and codified into the Quran. Could it be that into the darkness of paganism, God ignited the faint light of truth? After all, he had done it before. This concludes our reading today of God's Dream for You, The Chosen.